Hey everybody, we're here at Fan Expo. This is the day number 1 and we're up in the hotel ready to start kind of going down and getting our badges and get everything set up.
Yep, we're got our winter coats on. It's possibly going to snow today, so we'll just kind of see how attendance looks. Hopefully not too bad or anything.
Yeah.
So we still have, like you said, we still have to get our badges and everything, but we're all ready to go. Got breakfast, and so yeah, we hope to see you guys there.
See you there, guys.
We're back from Fan Expo. We just finished off day 1. It went okay. I mean, it didn't go bad. It was definitely we were able to match numbers from Rose City at least.
Yep.
So
that was good. Day 1 was very comparable. We were literally just $3 shy of what we made on our first day at Rose City Comic Con. So all things considered, that is really, really good.
Yeah. It was just pretty sparse here and there. I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot of people. The weather isn't the greatest right now. There's a lot of warning that we're going to get a really bad snowstorm coming in tomorrow especially, so iffy on what tomorrow's going to look like as well, so we'll just kind of see how everything goes. So I guess a couple things from the con. What was kind of your favorite?
Well, the coolest thing was that we actually sold one of our Princess Flower pins for the very first time.
Yeah, that was really cool. So, thank you so much if you're watching this. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that customer was amazing. I mean, not only did they get a pin, but they got a couple other things too, which, I mean, customers getting a bunch of things doesn't make us, love them more, but still, it was just really cool to see that she just loved our stuff so much that she really wanted to get a bunch of things. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So that was probably my favorite part. What about you?
I guess a couple things. Yeah, definitely that was really cool. There was a llama that walked by our booth, so that was really interesting. So literally right by. So that was fun. There was a lot of really interesting cosplayers that kind of walked through. So that was really fun seeing all the different cosplay costumes. And I guess some other ones. Really nice neighbors. We had really friendly neighbors.
Yep,
so.
Really friendly neighbors. The one thing I can say too that's different from Rose City is that there's it seems like there's a wider variety of kinds of vendors.
Mm-hmm.
There's at Rose City it seemed like there was just a lot of the same kind of vendor. But there was a lot of variety this time around, and I thought it was kind of interesting that even though that the volume of people coming through is a lot less than what Rose City pulled in the amount of people that came in, we had more sales, which is kind of interesting. So really interested to see what tomorrow looks like, but kind of not getting our hopes up too high.
Yeah.
Weather is just going to be crazy. So whatever weather permits and whoever comes in, we'll see. So
yeah. So we'll see for day 2. So hope to see you guys there.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
Hey everybody, it's day 2 of the convention, and so we're about to head out. We didn't really get a lot of snow last night, so that's kind of good. So fingers crossed, we're hoping that second day is still going to be somewhat decent in turnout as well as hopefully return on investment. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, hope to see you guys there.
okay. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna.
Woo! It is windy. Jiminy Christmas.
Alright, so it is, what time is it?
3:37.
So doing pretty good so far. I mean, it was a little bit easy, like a little bit busier this morning here, so it's really thinned out so far. We did sell one mystery bag, so that was kind of
Yep.
cool. So yeah, it was just pretty slow, which I mean, I guess is to be expected with all the snow and everything. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the weather has kind of impacted the day for sure. But 6 hours in, and we've made a few sales, so nothing to complain too much about. But yeah, kind of bummed a little bit because we thought it was going to be a little bit more busy than this.
Yeah, I mean, for a Saturday, this is pretty slow. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's kind of, again, expected with the blizzard. So we'll see how it goes. Just kind of give you guys another update later. So we'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. All right, everybody, this is the end of day numero dos. It was pretty.
Empty.
Yeah.
Really.
There you go. That's exactly what I was. It was empty. It just was. We were kind of disappointed in some ways. I mean, and obviously it's kind of to be expected. The weather was not great at all, so we were very limited on what we could do for sales, just because there just weren't a lot of people because the weather was really not that great. So
I mean, the good news was we did actually make our table back today, so
Yeah.
that was good.
yeah, we did. So today's, if you include today's sales, we did. We made back at least the worth of the table. So that is definitely positive. So other than that, we're hoping, and we kind of had a little bit of a kind of the buzz around the whole convention today was really saying that we might have a better Sunday.
Yeah.
So just because people are kind of waiting out the weather and coming in on Sunday instead, which would be amazing. So fingers crossed. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But thanks for continuing to follow along with us. So yeah, let's see how day 3 goes.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about any of your favorite stuff from today or anything like that?
Oh sure, yeah. Just kind of thinking about going to the next clip.
Well, we could
But you know,
can
so
jump in.
I mean, I guess my favorite part of today was we finally sold a Your print, which was cool, and we sold a mystery box, little bag, so that was cool. I enjoyed that. I mean, didn't know how well the mystery bags were gonna do, but at least selling 1 out of 6 is pretty cool so far. So
Yeah. And then I got to meet one of our YouTube subscribers. So she's also a vendor at the Artist Alley. So if you're watching this, hi Daisy. So it was really nice to meet you. So
Yes,
thank you
yep.
so much.
yeah, so overall, I think the day was cool on the connection side of things. I mean, we really have to kind of talk to a lot of cool people here and there, and again, the one thing I will say about this convention that I like a lot is the variety. There's just so much here, and that's kind of different from even Rose City Comic Con that we did. So,
Yeah.
well, cool. Well, hopefully day 3 will be different. So let's see how it goes.
All right. All right, so we are wrapping the last day of Fan Expo on day 3 here. So there is still quite a bit of snow outside. It does look like there was some
Kind of plows that came through and kind of did a little bit of the clearing of the roads. The only thing is that, I mean, at least it's not actively snowing, but we're hoping that the work that some of these City of Portland people have done to kind of clear out stuff will help bring people in, because we're really needing a big last Sunday, that's for sure.
Yeah. So if you're able to come, cool. If not, stay warm inside. It's definitely lots of snow out there and ice, everything. So
Yeah.
be safe if you're traveling.
Absolutely, and we'll see you there.
All right. So yeah, a lot of our neighbors already left. It's getting pretty sparse in here.
And we got 2 hours left, basically.
Yeah, I know, that kind of tells you how slow it is here.
They're just making terrible calls right now.
We can't leave the lights on so we can actually see when we're taking down our truck.
Leaving Portland, finally got the blue skies.
All right, everybody, so we are back now from the convention. It was a long weekend, but a semi-good one, so kind of wanted to just talk a little bit about our thoughts on it and go from there. So what are your first, or I guess final thoughts now on how Fan Expo went?
Well, I guess a couple things. Like the first few ones are going to be more minor, I guess, and then we can talk about like the bigger issue, I guess. I mean, besides the blizzard and all that kind of obvious stuff there, because obviously I'm not going to blame Fan Expo for the weather. They can't really help that, so
Right.
I'm not going to expect them to like, hey, you should have moved it to the following weekend. It was like, well, easier said than done, so I'm not going to talk really about that. But basically, the first one I want to talk about was the door issue. So basically the way the convention's laid out is they have two entrances. So one kind of like closer towards the hotels, and then there's one kind of like a back way where you go down the street and around to the back. Now I think on the first day we could go in and out of the front door,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the front day, the first day, you could go through the front door, fine, no problem. And it's right there. Like you literally cross the street and you go right in, no problem whatsoever. The next couple days, we had to go around, like down the street and around to the back. Now, that doesn't sound like very long. Like it's only like maybe 2 blocks down and then around the back. So like
Right.
it's really not that far. But when you think about the weather, like we had like heavy snow, there was ice on the floor.
High winds.
Yeah, really high winds. We also had like a huge cart that we're pulling back and forth every day and at night as well. So just those few extra steps or blocks that we have to take, that can really add up for that back and forth trip there all the time for us. So that was kind of an inconvenient, and I don't quite know why
Yeah.
The doors, we weren't able to go out the other door. I don't know if there was like a mechanical issue or if they just wanted to control the traffic.
The guy I talked to said that we're working fine. They were just trying to control the flow. So not really sure what the thought process was, but
Yeah.
you know. And I think one of the other issues that we had with the convention was where Artist Alley was placed.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that was the bigger issue.
That was probably the most impactful thing that I think really hurt a lot of artists that were at Artist Alley and trying to sell. When we went to Rose City Comic-Con in September of 23, we were the Artist Alley was placed right alongside the celebrity guests. So you almost kind of had to walk through us to get to, your favorite actor or actress that, you wanted to meet that day and get a photo with or have them sign something for you. And in this convention, we were actually kind of relegated all the way in kind of the back right corner of the entire convention. So you had like the celebrity guests and then the bigger vendors and exhibitors in the show stage where they would have different panels and stuff, and they would have different panels in other rooms too outside. But everything was kind of centralized in one spot, and then we as the Artist Alley were way in the back, and so. It was very different from Rose City, and I think with that layout that Rose City did, it was very helpful for artists to be able to have that kind of a flow. Because, along the way, people are going to see your stuff as they get their signing, and then they go, oh, I'm going to get a signature from this person, and you got a print that of, your voice actress is going to be here, so why not get this, or whatever. And so for us, it was really kind of disheartening to see us being relegated to the back right corner, because it felt like we were an afterthought throughout the entire kind of convention. And even more so when it comes to, even during the setup, we were kind of an afterthought, and the tear down portions of the con, because on the very first day, the convention center, I don't know what was going on, but they had like half the lights up. So you're kind of half in the dark. There's a little bit of light, but half in the dark as you're setting up. And then, right before the people coming to the show would get there, then the lights would come on, and then it would be really bright and like well lit inside the convention center. And then at the very end too, like right at 5 o'clock, as a lot of people are starting to tear down on Sunday, they turn half the lights off again. So you're having to tear down in like semi-darkness, because they're just like, well, all the regular customers are out of here. We don't need to leave the lights on for you guys for like a half an hour to help you, take down or whatever. We're just going to leave you basically in the dark. So those were a couple things that I was very unhappy with when it came to this expo, and really is kind of influencing us to really not want to go again next year. I mean, we had a lot of conversations with other artists. Do you want to talk about that and touch on that?
Yeah.
I mean, it just seemed like from their feedback, it was kind of a crapshoot. So,
yeah, I don't know entirely. We were able to make at least our table back, but
right.
When we were talking to other vendors, they were lucky if they were able to make their table back. Now, we were able to make ours at the end of Saturday. Most people were saying that they didn't make their table back until the end of Sunday. So it took even longer for some people to make their table back. No, I don't know if that's our display, if that's where we were located, because some artists were even further in the corner. We were kind of on the outside, more on the end of the aisle, closer to the exhibitors. So I don't know if that helped us out. Obviously I don't know what could have been different for the layout there. I do think the signs that they had for like the numbers of the tables, I think that really helped.
Yep.
So you kind of know, like, if you're looking for a particular artist and you know where their table is, it was kind of easy to find them. So I think that was definitely a plus.
I agree. Yep.
So yeah, there was like a wide variety of artists there at the convention. So I think that was really cool, but maybe again, like, just because of the large variety, maybe there was just more stuff that wasn't tailored specifically for that audience that was going.
Right.
So I don't know, again, if that didn't help people make their sales, or if it really was just the blizzard. There was kind of like weird stuff with attendance with the blizzard of itself. Like, it was like Friday was like our actually second busiest day for us anyways.
Yeah.
Saturday, when the blizzard was coming in and like the roads and everything was shutting down, that was actually our best day out of the whole weekend.
We made the most money that day.
Yeah. And then Sunday, weird enough, it kind of felt like more people were just window shopping. So there was like less attendance on Sunday. Not really people, like a lot of like people were buying stuff. It was more like they were just looking. So it was kind of like almost like the opposite. You know, usually Fridays like people window shopping, and then Sundays like usually where they're buying more things. So it was kind of like almost like flipped or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
it was reversed
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
from what you typically see. Typically, your Friday's like your lowest day.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are getting off of work, and you know they may not be able to make it, you know, into the earlier hours of the show, and then, you know, so you basically kind of have half a day of decent sales, and then Saturday's your best day, and then Sundays, you know, are like your second best day. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was completely reversed.
Yeah.
For us, so it was just kind of it was just a weird experience in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like it was just bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
So
we did get to meet a lot of like really cool vendors though.
Yes, yeah, that was a really cool. So we did meet a lot of awesome other artists and people that came by and kind of checked out our stuff, and we checked out their stuff. And you know, we really met some amazing people that kind of turned us on to other cons that we definitely are wanting to do in the future. So we're going to try to apply, and if we get accepted, you'll see us as we go to those cons and try those out and try to sell there. But yeah, I would say the pros were more or less, you know, just forging those connections with people, like fellow artists and stuff, and then being able to see people that they're like, hey, we watched your YouTube, and we're like, our YouTube is so small right now, and we're like, holy cow, we already have people watching our YouTube. That's crazy. Yeah. And so like that was pretty insane. And then being able to sell stuff, like there were some things that we hadn't yet sold of our products, and this was like the first time that we sold them, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we sold 2 mystery bags, so I was like iffy how well those would do. It's like we actually sold 2 out of the 6, so I was pretty happy with that. Yeah. And then we sold we sold our first Anna pins, which I'll kind of put like an image up here for you guys to see what that looks like. So I was really excited. Like those kind of sold too. Those are kind of like my favorite right now, of like making those pins and seeing them come to life and things there. So that was really cool that I got to connect with the customer on that. It's like we were kind of gushing over Anna and the characters in there too. I think she bought like basically everything I had of
Frozen.
Elsa and Anna. Yeah. So that was really fun. So so thank you so much if you're watching this. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but thank you so much for dropping by. Yeah. And then you were talking about the YouTuber, or the person said that she watched our YouTube video.
Yes.
She was another vendor. So if you're watching this, hi Daisy. So thank you so much. It was really nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link. I also bought some stuff from her table, so I'll put kind of like an image up here of like the pin that I got from her, if you want to check out her stuff too. So that was really fun to meet her, and also our neighbors, Emma and Emily. I'll put their stuff up there as well. I got some stickers from them as well, so I'll put like a big image up here of our little art haul that we got, and kind of link everybody there if you guys want to check that out.
Yep. Yeah, so overall, we're really not sure if we're wanting to go back to this expo or not next year, because we did hear from a lot of artists who'd come to this expo before, even without all the crazy weather stuff going on, and saying that this kind of decision making from higher ups and how they structure the con, and just even their capability of selling was just not really there for them, and so and that was without the crazy weather.
Yeah.
So that is concerning to us in a lot of ways. So, and we feel like in some ways our time could be better spent at a different con, something that's a little bit more set up, maybe like Rose City. So the idea maybe is next year doing Emerald City Comic-Con, which Daisy turned us on to, in Seattle, because it's basically about a month further out than Portland Fan Expo. So we'll see. We're going to be applying, like I said, to different conventions and stuff like that, but we still want to thank you for watching this whole video. And this is a very long outro, but you know, thank you for sitting through it. It's probably going to be a very, very long video here. So again, thank you all for your support so far. We're going to be launching our Etsy shop here pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. We're going to put out a small little video kind of showing that off and going through there. And so we are so excited to just continue to show all of you what a starting art studio is like, and kind of going through the stages of fledgling to hopefully, you know, a bustling and busy art studio that kind of allows us to do what we love as a job. So thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Links are all in the description for the artists that we were talking about, and we hope that you give us a like and subscribe, because that will help you know when we have stuff posting next. So stay tuned for all of our future videos. Thanks again, guys, and hope you have a great day.